Okay, our next topic for the histology pre-finals is the reproductive system. Siyempre, unahin natin yung female reproductive system. So for this lecture, we will only discuss the following: ovaries, follicles, different types of development of follicles, fallopian tubes, uterus, cervix, and the vaginal tract. So first, ovaries tayo. The lining epithelium is simple cuboidal epithelium, and this is for the reabsorption and filtration of the hormones that is needed and nutrients that is needed for the development of the follicles. Yung next layer after the epithelium is the Tunica Albuginea, no? Immediately beneath the epithelium. And yung sa blue circles naman natin, ito na yung makikita natin mga follicles that would eventually become your egg cells after 1 month. So again, in a much lower magnification, para mas makita nyo yung buo, no? Yung epithelium natin na simple cuboidal, and then next layer, yung Tunica Albuginea. Okay? And then immediately after this layer, doon na natin makikita yung mga developing follicles natin. In this picture, iba-iba yan, no? From the primordial hanggang doon sa mga Graphene Follicle natin. Okay, so first, in the developmental stages of your follicle is the primordial follicles. Kung mapapansin natin, no, yung surrounding cells in the follicles, which is your tinatawag natin follicular cells, are flat. So, ito yung ating differentiating characteristic of the primordial follicle. So, ang ating surrounding cells are flat muna in this stage. So, next stage is the primary follicles. And this time, yung ating follicular cell kanina will become granulosa cells na. And granulosa cells are circular in shape. Okay? And then, meron tayong tinatawag natin parang pseudomembrane na actually known as your zona pellucida. Itong bracketed zone na to. Okay? And para hindi kayo malito, no, yung difference between your primordial and the primary follicle. Ang primary follicle mukhang century egg. Kung ma-reimagine natin, no, yung i-enhance natin creativity natin. Yung ating granulosa cell, yung surrounding na supposedly yung white part ng century egg, and yung yellow part, no, yung nasa gitna. Meron tayong zone, di ba, or the pseudomembrane na immediately after the granulosa cell, which is your zona pellucida. So, tapos yung nasa gitnang part is yung mismong oocyte na. Okay, right after your primary follicle is the secondary follicle. And this time, mas makikita nyo na yung difference niya as compared dun sa previous two. So, meron tayong dagdag na parts na follicular antrum, which is yung dito sa part na to, yung walang cells. Okay? And dun sa madaming cells or accumulation ng mga granulosa cells is the cumulus oophorus. And yung nasa gitna, again, yung oocyte. The presence of your follicular antrum is the defining characteristic of the secondary follicles. And then, let's be creative. Let's have an imaginative learning. Okay? So, mukha siyang Japanese curry. Yung white part, no, yun yung follicular antrum, and yung sa curry part, no, yung madaming accumulation of granules sa cells, yung cumulus oophorus. Okay, next or the last stage of your follicular development is the Graphene Follicle or mature follicles. So, kung makikita natin, ayan na, yung accumulation of granules sa cells, yung nasa blue bracket, and mas malapad na yung follicular antrum. As compared kanina, parang half-half, diba? Half is cumulus oophorus, yung half is follicular antrum. For this time, dito sa stage na to, mas marami na, and yung nasa gitnang part, no, yung mga blood cells, okay, which is a sign na parang continuous nutrition of your oocyte. So, let's zoom in with the oocyte. Okay? So, up to this stage, nandito pa rin si zona pellucida. Yung sinasabi nating parang pseudomembrane surrounding your oocyte. And meron pang another layer yan, no, na na-develop, yung ating corona radiata. Corona radiata means crown with radiation. So, dito sa part na to, hindi siya mukhang nag-radiate na mga membrane. Pero kung mapapansin nyo dito sa layer na to, parang may rays of sun daw, no? In books, yun yung description na nanggagaling from the zona pellucida. So, the next part is the fallopian tubes. The lining is simple columnar epithelium. Bakit simple columnar epithelium? Kasi it can carry out functions such as secretion and transportation of the cells, such as in this part, yung oocyte. So, in this epithelium, may makikita kang mga ciliated part. Minsan, walang silya. Okay? Itong ciliated part na to is important for the direction of the flow of the oocyte para alam niya kung saan siya dadaan. Ito namang non-ciliated part, which is your PEG cells or the secretory cells of the fallopian tube, is important for the secretion of number 1 mucus para mas madali yung flow ng oocyte and the nutrition needed by the oocyte. Kasi nga, wala na siya sa ovaries, which is supposedly yung nga para dun sa development of the oocyte. Pag nasa outside na siya, ang bahala na dun is yung mga PEG cells. Okay, so hindi pa yan agad bababa, no? Lalong-lalo na kapag nasa fertile days na kayo. Okay? Kapag nasa fertile days ang isang babae, yung oocyte nasa fallopian tube pa rin. Ngayon, kapag nagkaroon ng interaction, no, or intercourse, so ang fertilization mangyayari sa fallopian tube. Pero anong specific part ng fallopian tube? Diba, back in your anatomy, nasa ampulla of the fallopian tube dapat. Kasi ito ang pinaka-wide, ito ang widest part of the fallopian tube. Okay, kung makikita natin mabuti yung transition between your PEG cells and the ciliated cells of the lining epithelium of fallopian tube, no? Kung papansin nyo, no, para silang gate. May mga pointy gates, tapos brick walls, pointy gates, and brick walls. Kung may imagine nyo yung nai-imagine ko. Okay? So, yan lang yung parang visual representation of the lining epithelium. Okay. Next naman, ang important sa uterus is the phases. Lalo na sa mga pathologists, kapag naka-receive ng uterus, kailangan din ma-identify at which phase of of the endometrial cycle na yung natanggap nilang specimen. So, endometrium or uterus, okay? So, meron tayong tatlong phase. Number 1, proliferative phase, which is pwedeng early or late proliferative phase. Second is secretory phase. And lastly, your menstrual phase. And after that, babalik na naman sa proliferative, secretory, and menstrual. Ano yan? Cycle yan. Kaya tinawag na endometrial cycle. Ang clue natin to identify at kung ano ng phase yung uterine specimen is the following. Sa proliferative phase, i-check mo yung mga glands. Much smaller yung mga glands sa early proliferative phase. While dun sa late naman, namamaga na yung mga glands or mas malalaki na yung mga glands. Sa secretory phase, check mo yung shape ng mga lumen ng glands. Kailangan sawtooth glands or parang mga corrugation sa lumen. So, mamaya papakita ko yan. And then, sa menstrual phase, mas madali, no? Kasi mas may makikita kang mga bleeding signs dun sa uterus. Okay, dito sa early proliferative phase of the uterus, kung makikita nyo yung ating mga glands. Ito yung mga glands, okay? So, mas maliliit, no? Para silang mga peanuts in shape. Okay? While in late proliferative phase, so, ito sila. Mas makapal or mas malalaki yung kanilang mga lumen. No? Mas namamaga sila. In secretory phase naman, di ba sabi natin meron tayong sawtooth glands. Kung papansin nyo yung lumen natin, meron mga corrugation or in textbooks, ang term nila is the sawtooth formation. So, ito din, meron parang lagare, yung ngipin ng lagare. So, yan yung yun yung sinasabi nila dito sa secretory phase. While in menstrual phase, ito yung tinatawag natin mga bleeding signs, no? Very red. So, nagme-mens na probably yung pinagkuhaan ng specimen na to. So, next naman natin is cervix. Sa cervix, meron tayong dalawang epithelium, no? So, meron tayong endo and ectocervix. Endo means inside, ectocervix means outside. Sa endocervix, ito yung side malapit sa uterus. Ang ectocervix, ito yung side na malapit sa vagina. Sa endocervix, makikita mo ang simple columnar epithelium, which is itong part na to. Hindi masyado malinaw, pero ang difference is the formation of the non-keratinized stratified squamous dun sa other side. Ano ulit ang non-keratinized stratified squamous? Madaming layer of flat cells pero walang keratin. Okay? So, itong sa part na to, sa gitna na to, this is what we call the squamo-columnar junction. And itong part na to, ito yung part or ito yung point na madalas makikita ang mga cervical cancers. Okay? Sa cervical cancer, nagkakaroon ng transition ng epithelium. Nag-change. Halimbawa, itong columnar part, nagiging squamous epithelium na. Okay? Doon nagsa-start yung sign of the cervical cancer sa changes of the epithelium. So, in much higher objective, ito yung ating simple columnar epithelium. So, itong part na to is your endocervix. And dito naman sa part na to, flat cells, so squamous yan. Multiple stratified squamous. Walang keratin sa taas, so non-keratinized stratified squamous. Ito yung ectocervix. Okay, dito naman tayo sa last part sa vagina. This is covered by your non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, no? Mas mukhang cortina, right? Kasi dun sa multiple layer of the flat cells. And again, wala dapat keratin sa taas. Okay, in a much lower objective, para ma-appreciate mo yung formation of the curtain sa taas or dun sa lining niya, this is actually yours unkeratinized stratified squamous epithelium. And that's the last slide. Pseudoprax will be posted this weekend.